Hello, beautiful people, Facebook friends. I'm just coming on with my lovely friend Meza, and I want to talk with you about something super important. So, first, I'll give you a story. So, I've known Meza over 16 years. She's one of my very dearest friends. Is like a family member. Is a family member. I know, to me. And over the years, I have been on all kinds of journeys. When I met Meza, I was just coming out of working in a strip club and redefining my life. I went into being a producer on the Discovery Channel for Pat Summerall, very high-end sales, but my name ran in the credits, to working with her husband to call on people like Jim Rohn, Zig Ziglar, Brian Tracy. And she saw me through many mistakes, through much growth as well.
Growth opportunities.
Yes. And I want to tell you that she's been one of the most valuable people on the planet to me. When I was living in other countries, hello. Whenever I was living in other countries, whenever I was, when other people were judging my mistakes and judging my successes, I always knew that I could call Meza, and no matter what I told her, no matter what other people told her, no matter what I had done right or wrong, Meza always held me in the highest version of myself. She always spoke to the part of me that was brilliant, the part of me that was Leah, the part of me that was love, the part of me that was becoming. She always spoke to the highest part of me. Meza never, ever judged me. And when other people were judging me and I was doing things that could easily be judged as like, what the is this girl doing? And people were doing that. But and I'm about to talk to you about your own life and who you surround yourself with, but I'm going to tell you that it is so important to have not only to have people in your life that support you no matter what, love you no matter what, see you as your highest version of you no matter what, but it is also important to be that kind of person for other people, for your children, because whether it's children, friend, spouse, loved one, hi Shay, what you speak to in a person is a creative process. It is a healing process. So when you're dealing with the people that you love in your life and you can see their mistakes and you can see their brilliance, you get to choose which one you're speaking to. And when you make that choice, that power of observation, you are using your God force, your God energy to co-create who they are, what they become. And there are enough people in the world that'll get on the bandwagon of creating this person's an asshole, you're an idiot, you're a jerk, you're a loser, here you go again, running those patterns. And every time you choose to be part of that crowd, you are using your creative magic, your potent godness, to create and enroll and engage in with, yes, this person is an idiot, or yes, and then you're creating and engaging in the lowest versions. Now, I'm not saying don't be wise and back off if you see an angry, vicious dog in the yard, like Iyanla Vanzant says, don't get in there with it, stay on the other side of the gate. But what you choose to observe in that person takes your creative magic and helps develop and draw out in the person that. And we need a more peaceful world, a more loving world, a less violent world, and it's available and it's possible and it's happening. Love, peace, unity, greatness, we have that happening, and you participate in how that happens by the way you interact with your people daily. So Meza is a grand example of what I'm saying we also have the choice to be. So when you see your friends, your loved ones, and listen, even yourself, making mistakes, you have the choice to either take your creative magic and hook in on that mistake, or you can hook in on the magic of who that person is. Hi Noor, this is a beautiful DJ. You have to hear her music. Aww. And she's looks like Cleopatra. You have to hear her, and she resonates with her too. I'm going to connect you guys. But you have the choice to take your creative source energy, and in the people that you love and in yourself, you have the choice to call forth the highest version of them, to seek out what God or Spirit has called them to be or do, to attach to the vision and version of themselves that they see for themselves, that they desire to be, who they are called to be. You have the choice. Hi, say hello if you're on. Hi, Jean from Miami. You have the choice. So we are all source energy. We're all God force happening. And what we put our attention on is what we're creating. So with your loved ones, with yourself, with your children, you can choose to take your creative God source magic and to enroll in who this person's becoming from the highest standpoint, who they are called to be, the beauty that they are, the magic that they are. And when you do that, not only are you actually creating and helping to facilitate a space for them to come into, but I can tell you personally, there were days when I felt totally alone, totally distraught, totally forsaken, and I knew that I could call Mesa. Yeah, we're gonna need you soon, so we can talk next week. Okay, Jean, we'll do that. There were times in my life that if it had not been for this woman, and knowing that I could call her, and I would call her in tears, and nobody else knew, and I was hiding from everyone else, and I would call her, and she would tell me, honey, you are called, you're beautiful, your heart is so big, you're on the right track, I believe in you, everything you've done is exactly where you're supposed to be, you're gonna get through this, I see you, I see your spirit, I know who you are, you're called, you're divinely led, you light up a room, people need you, people need your gift. And you know what, it gives me chills, because there were moments where if I didn't have that, I don't know where I would be. I needed it so much, and she's the one person I could count on in my whole life to be that for me. So I know I've titled this about surround yourself and who your home tribe is. Mesa, if it was not for Mesa, Mesa has connected me to this planet in ways you can't even imagine. So if you have someone like that in your life, freaking call them and tell them you love them, exactly. Right? If you don't have someone like that in your life, start to call them in, hi Mitch, and look for people like this, okay? And how you call them in is you could start today to be that person for someone else. So I know normally we talk about this from a light level. Oh, you could light up a room. You never know how you're going to touch someone, or if they're contemplating suicide even, and you meet them, love you too, and you share your light. But it's much deeper than that. And what I want to talk to you right now is that you are a co-creator with God. You have divining power. You are source energy happening. And when you choose to shine your light on someone and to focus on the greatest version of them, you are using your God force energy to pull forth their God force energy. It is magic happening all day, whether you know it or not. So when you're going around and being like, that asshole, that's your God force energy saying and agreeing with that. And guess what? We all have an asshole in us, and we all have like a goddess who's divine and beautiful in us. So we can act on that, and we can pull that forth in someone else. And so this is just, I wanted to share my beautiful, loving friend with you. And Mesa, is there anything you want to say?
I just want to thank you so much for opening a door for me. But I want everyone to know that all those times you came to me, you gifted me so much. You helped me grow, and you were there for me too. But it's that giving and receiving. So even though someone is feeling hurt and wounded, and you're there to support them, that was a gift for me. So you gave me the gift to be the person that I needed to be for you. So it's a win-win. It really is. And there's no, I've given more, you've given less. To me, it's just well balanced. And thank you.
Thank you. All right, watch the replay if you didn't watch this, because you're gonna. Hi, Camille. You're gonna tune in to your God Force power source and create a power, elevate your life. Listen, in our women's group, Maze is a regular guest healer, energy alignment, light worker. We've got some good stuff happening in there. If you're interested in that, super duper 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 affordable to my Facebook community. It's a lifetime membership. It was only 12 weeks, but now we've got master classes going every week with healings going every week for lifetime. We haven't run ads yet, so it's a gift price. Lifetime, it's less than, I don't know, $20 a month or something, but you do have to pay in full, but still. Or if you'd like to talk about soul to soul work, just message me privately. And thanks for watching. Lots of love.
Thank you.
Bye.